Hey everybody, this is Rebecca with aromahut.org, and today I want to show you how to make some perfume roll-ons. Now if you're still buying a lot of this expensive perfumes, well, now you can make your own. You don't have to spend over $100 getting one of these. And these recipes are going to be very simple to make at home. What you're going to use is a roll-on bottle. You can get these on Amazon. I'll share the link below. I added some different stones in these to make them colorful. And this comes with a little roller top. Usually you can get a stainless steel ball top or the plastic. And just get your bowls and oils. And we're going to use fractionated coconut oil this time. Now you could use alcohol if you prefer to have an alcohol-based perfume. But I thought that since this is going to be in a roll-on and it's going to be going over the skin in a concentrated area, I thought that this would probably be a better choice for this particular product. Now these recipes are going to be using a 3 to 5% dilution rate. This is what most aromatherapists use for any kind of application. But you know, you of course can make them highly more concentrated when we talk more later in another video about how to actually make perfume like the professionals' noses, okay? But in this case, I'm just going to give you some very simple recipes to follow so you can try this at home. Now, the first one I want to make is called Bliss. And this one is a floral oriental. So in this recipe, I'm going to be using Grapefruit Essential Oil, Ginger Essential Oil, and Vetiver as my base note. So in this particular one, we're doing this a top, middle, base note formulation. This is called blending by note. And so this is a very simple recipe. What we're going to be adding is 4 drops of, now typically I'm started with the grapefruit, but let's start with the base, because you know why? A lot of people say, well, it doesn't matter what order you blend them in. But in the case of something that you're checking the scent as you add each drop, it will matter, because if you get too much of this, then you can't take it back, right? You end up having to, you know, make more to dilute it. So let's start with this one, and this is a Vetiver. We're going to add 3 drops right into our bowl, and if you can get it out, because it's a really thick oil. Okay, got with the 1 drop. And you know what, if you ever have a trouble getting it out, this is when you can get one of your pipettes, and we might have to do that. Take this off. Oh, there we go. We got 1 drop, 2, 3, and you can see a lot is coming out, so it's really hard to control when you're doing. Now if you're going to do a big quantity of perfume, you're definitely going to want to measure it out and use some kind of scales to make sure you're getting the exact amounts that you're looking to get. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add 2 drops of ginger, and this one should come out a little easier too. There we go. And our top note is grapefruit, so we're going to do 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I did an extra one, didn't I? All right, we got our glass stir rod this time, so we're going to stir it up and just want to check it. Now, in the classroom, we would be using perfume strips to check our blend and watch how it dries down and check it every, you know, like a 30 seconds and then a minute, and check it again in 5 minutes. And we would just be checking the dry down as to how it's going to smell after it's had time to evaporate a little bit. Okay, now in this case, what we're going to need to do, and there's not much here, is it? With the Bliss, I thought I would use the amethyst stones, and in this case, we will be adding this oil right directly into our roll-on bottle. And of course, it's not much, so you want to get all of the oil that you can. You can use a funnel too if you prefer that. But see, there's like such a little bit amount. We want to make sure we get it all. And then you are going to be taking this 10 ml bottle, and we're just going to go ahead and fill it up with the rest of the space is going to be coconut oil. or fractionated coconut oil. Okay. We don't need to really measure this out because we know exactly where we're going with it. You could leave a little bit of space at the top, because what you're going to want to do is go ahead and, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit of this out. I'm going to mix it in here because I want to get the remaining, that last bit of drop that was in there, and pour it back in. And that way I can get all the oils. Now you could have just poured it all into here and blended it and then put it back in your bottle. You could have done it that way too. Now we need to put our roller top right on, and it just snaps right in. And we'll use our cap and just shake it. Now with perfumes, we like for them to age. So this would probably need to sit for a few days, and then we'll check the scent again just to make sure it's the way we like it. But you can see how pretty this is. Just without a label, it's very pretty. But we're going to want to put a label on because we want to remember what we made, right? So now to apply this, we're just going to be rolling it right on the skin. And you can see just a very little bit comes out. So you can use it right on your neck or behind your ears and all those places that you like to wear perfume. And just check it and see if you like it. If you feel like it's not strong enough for you, because with the carrier oil, it is sort of hides the scent. And with perfume, we usually make it more concentrated. So in this case, you may want to add a little more. It's up to you. But let's go ahead and put our label on. This one's called Bliss. And I got a nice label here that I can just roll right on top. It's a transparent one, so it looks really nice on the bottle. And that's why I chose clear bottles. Typically, I would use a dark bottle. But in this case, since it is diluted, and I'm not going to be leaving it out in the car or the sun, I'm not concerned about the losing its power or, you know, concentration. And this is purely for scent. I'm not really using this for any therapeutic reason. So this is how it looks with the bottle. Isn't that pretty? And I love adding these stones. This is amethyst. So this one is, of course, to, you know, just bring joy to someone. And amethyst is such a beautiful stone. Let's try another one. I want to go ahead and do Harmony. Now this one is more fruitsy and citrusy. So let me go ahead and move these aside. And this one calls for lemongrass as our top note. And we're going to be using Lang Lang and frankincense. Now frankincense and Lang Lang are both base notes. So we're going to have to cheat a little bit here because lemongrass could be a top to middle note. So we're sort of fudging a little bit on this one. We're going to be using it as both. Okay, so let me get a fresh bowl. And we want to wipe off our stir fry so we don't have to, you know, mix our fragrances. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to use, this one is, I think, turquoise stones. I thought that would be a pretty bottle to use for Harmony. Sort of reminds me of the Southwest. And this one calls for let me go back in the order here. We're going to do 6 drops of frankincense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this one comes out very fast, so we don't have any problem with that one. Lang Lang is 2 drops. Now this one is a powerful oil. We don't need a lot, so we just want to add a couple drops. Now you can check it if you like to add more, you can. And then we're going to do 2 drops of lemongrass. And lemongrass is also a very powerful oil, so you want to double check and make sure you like it and see if you need to adjust this recipe. So go ahead and check your scent. Now this one to me has a lot of lemongrass scent, and I think I probably added maybe 1 drop too many. So you know what? I feel like I need to tweak this one a little bit. In fact, surprisingly, I don't even smell the Lang Lang in it. So I'm going to add 1 more drop of Lang Lang. I know that's really risky, but it's you know, it almost reminds me of Elmer's glue. I don't know why this one does, but I'm just going to add 1 drop and check it again. And we did add quite a bit of frankincense, but I'm not picking that up. When we are making our blends, typically, I mean, you want the blend to be so melded together that you're not really detecting one particular fragrance. It's not like you can just pick it out. Although when I do go to the store, department store, sometimes I will, go through the perfume section and I can really pick up the top notes really easily. And you can really tell what the perfume's made from. But this one, I just feel like I gotta add a little more. So, sorry, I'm gonna have to add a couple more drops of the frankincense too, because I just feel like it's not enough. So this one's gonna be a little more heavier. Okay, let's check it again. Yeah, that lemongrass is pretty powerful, but maybe with the carrier, it'll sort of help smooth it out a little bit. So let's go ahead and add our oil into this. Now this, I definitely should be using a funnel for this one because I feel like I'm gonna probably spill a little bit. And I got one out in the garage. I should go get it because I don't want to lose my oil here. This is definitely, or a pipette might be, maybe the pipette would be better, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our carrier. I'm using the coconut. You can use almond oil if you like that better. It might give it a little bit of a different scent to it. This one is, you have absolutely no scent to it, so it smells pretty good. So let's go ahead and add our ball and cap, and let's shake it up. Now, over time, this is going to change, so we know that we need to let it set, right? Just check it and see how we like it in a few days. We can always filter it and start again. So yeah, I'm really getting strong. You know what? It's nice when you roll it on the skin. When I'm smelling it, I'm smelling lemongrass. But when I roll it on, I'm not smelling that anymore. So that's actually very pretty, very, very nice to look at. So let's get our label. Now this one was supposed to be fruity, citrusy. I think that for the fruit, I think I would have probably wanted to add maybe bergamot to it. Or maybe the green mandarin would even be better because that one's so sweet. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do in like a day or two, I'm going to check this again and see if I like it. And if I don't, I'm going to probably maybe add a couple of drops of the green mandarin. I think that would really make it nice. So this is beautiful. It's called Harmony. Isn't that pretty with all the stones? I love that. And you never know. In a couple of days, I might say, okay, that's not so bad. Lemongrass is so powerful. It just, a couple of drops sort of overwhelms and you can really pick up that lemon scent. All right, let's try one more. And this one is Love. So this one is supposed to be floral or rosy. Now I do have rose. I didn't bring it out here though. So we're going to sort of cheat. If you don't have rose essential oil, you can use geranium instead. So this one, our base note is going to be the sandalwood. This one is Hawaiian. And then we are going to use the 4 drops of geranium. We're going to do 4 drops of sandalwood, 4 drops of geranium, and 2 drops of bergamot. I love bergamot. Let's clean our space here and let's get another bowl out. Okay. So let's start with their sandalwood. Again, this is our base note. And usually when we're doing blends in our class, we do the 1, 2, 3 blending technique. So it would be 1 drop base note, 2 drops middle note, 3 drops top note. That's the 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's how simple it is to blend by note. Now this one, obviously, we are adding a few more drops. And we're trying to get the sandalwood out because when you do add oils to the carrier, it can get lost. There we go. We got some out now. And the geranium, which is a very strong oil. Some people love it, some people hate it. We're going to do 4 drops. And if you also have rose geranium, that would be another one you could use instead of just geranium if you wanted to give it more of a rose scent to it. And 2 drops of bergamot. So we're going to just check, see how we like this one. Wow. Now I'm really picking up that geranium with so much of that in there that I'm thinking we need to tweak this again. This one was 2 drops of bergamot, so I really think that we need to give it a couple more. I would say 2 or 3, maybe 3 more. Let's try it again. See, 3. Because I feel like it's getting lost, and top notes do dissipate quickly. That's the first thing that evaporates when you put a blend on. So you're not going to smell it for maybe 15 seconds, and then it's going to sort of fade. Not sure I like that. I think I need to work on this one. The geranium is so strong, it just seems to be taking over here. I don't have my oils out. I really need to add some more of a citrus. I don't have my orange or anything. I feel like I need one more. Let me keep trying. Keep adding a few more until I like it. But this one again is supposed to be floral. So not citrusy, but floral. So let's go ahead and add it into this bottle. And again, we'll check it in a few more days and see if we like it, you know, before we make that final commitment to it. You don't have to add stones to your bottles. This is just something I use for, you know, adds a frequency energy to the oils, and it's, you know, just for beautiful decoration and very, very, very pretty to look at. Okay, so I probably maybe lost a couple of my drops in there, but let's go ahead and do our carrier. Again, you can get a pipette and do this a little faster than trying to squeeze it in. I'm going to leave a little space for checking it in a couple days so I can, when you do a real perfume, and these are just cheap, you know, real easy to make blends, but when we do the perfume by notes and we start doing this video, we'll have it in the future for you guys. We're going to be letting these sit for quite a long time so that they age, and we can check the scent and see if we like it. So let's now see how look at this one. The color of the oil changed because of the bergamot, so it's got a little bit of an orange tint. Okay, I'm going to try to find a new place to roll my oils on. Roller didn't want to seem to go, so we need to get it going here. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put my label on, but I'm definitely going to maybe check it and tweak it a little bit, and I'll get that recipe to you guys. So all the recipes will be down at the bottom. So if you want to try these at home, please leave a comment and let me know how they work for you and see if you like them. But that looks so pretty, makes a nice gift for someone. These are really easy to make. You can get these rollaballs or roll-ons at Amazon if you want to just buy a few. I'll have the link for that. And these labels are available. Onlinelabels.com sells labels. And you can get these kind of labels and print your own. And so we have these 3 oils for you guys. And tell me what you think. How did your perfume roll-ons turn out? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions for me, or if you would like to see a video on another topic or have a question, please let me know. Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.